Hello everyone and welcome to a new entry of our TCG PokeDECKS series. Now once again it's been a while since I did this series. I had been doing a little bit of filler content and I figured that it was time to pick up this series for the time being whilst we get the Burning Shadows cards. So in the meantime, if you're excited for Burning Shadows, definitely check out our sponsor CCG Castle. You can trade in 1400 cards for bulk, and they also have some pre-orders for the newer cards. And if you could leave a like on the video, that would be really helpful. It really helps out the channel. And today it is Alakazam's turn. Now the last entry we did was, I believe, I forgot what was the last entry before Alakazam, but never mind. You should definitely check it out. Oh, it was Poliwrath, and it was actually a pretty cool game to play. Poliwrath was pretty awesome to use. So today it's Alakazam's turn. Now, as many of you know, Kadabra, for some whatever legal issues, Kadabra is not available as a card, or hasn't been available as a card for a really long time now. However, we do have Alakazam and Mega Alakazam-EX so that we can keep up with our Pokédex series. Mega Alakazam-EX has an attack sense force which deals 10 damage plus 30 more for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Then we have Alakazam-EX, which with its ability, when you evolve into Mega Alakazam, you get to put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon and 3 damage counters on your opponent's benched Pokemon. It also has an attack suppression, which puts 3 damage counters on all of your opponent's Pokemon which have energy. So there's a lot of really strong synergy there. But that's not the only synergy we have going on here. We also have Tapu Koko with Flying Flip, which should be the star of the deck. Flying Flip dealing 20 damage across the board sets up really nicely our Mega Alakazams, which we do have a 4-3 lineup. We have an Oranguru as an anti-end measure, we have our 2 Tapu Lele-s to set up, and we have 2 different Espeons to help support the deck. We have Espeon-GX. We all know how strong this card is. Psybeam deals a very nice amount of damage, and the confusion is inviolable, and then Psychic also deals a very nice amount of damage, but the reason this card is here is because of Divide GX. Now this could be a very different type of spread deck, but Divide GX can definitely allow you to set up your opponent's Pokemon to be 100% knocked out by Mega Alakazam, so that should be pretty helpful. And then, if we decide to go a more passive route, we can use Espeon-EX to devolve our opponent's Pokemon in order to take prizes that way, so devolving potentially Metagrosses and things like that. Our items and supporters are pretty standard. 4 Sycamore, 4 and 3 Lysander, 4 VS Seeker for Ultra Ball, a single fan club because we want to search out Alakazams with the fan club since we don't have Bridget. I did consider keeping Hoopa in the deck, but for now I decided it was just too risky of a play. And as I'm saying this, I am noticing I do not have Float Stone in the deck, so I'm gonna make that change really quickly actually. I'm gonna take out the Super Rod. I'm also gonna take out 1 Psychic, and I'm gonna put in 2 Float Stone. Oops, they're trainers, not Pokemon. So yeah, we're gonna go with the 2 Float Stone. That's gonna finish the deck. We have a very solid, consistent deck, I would say. And let's hit the ladder and see how we do. Now, this week, all 5 days will feature Pokédex decks. I figured you guys would enjoy a little bit more roguish stuff whilst we wait for Burning Shadows to come out. I was doing the mini-series, or I did do the mini-series video with Carnivore GX. A lot of you guys liked it and I really appreciate it, guys. But it takes a long time to produce those videos, and the payoff it wasn't worth it. Like, the 6 hours I spent making that video would probably have been better off like streaming, I would say. Okay, so my desk is a mess, and there you go, there's the mouse. Now I am starting Eevee, as I do have the Psychic, so hopefully our Espeon is not prized. If it isn't, we have a pretty solid start here. Nothing too outstanding, but we can we can end and try to keep setting up. So yeah, hopefully we can have some fun this week with these new decks. No Burning Shadows yet, and as I was saying, instead of focusing on the series, I figured it'd be a better investment of my time rather to just produce more videos, guys. It's been a while since I've sat down to record, so I really wanted to do that. And yeah, in preparation for Burning Shadows, which the official announcement on the PTCGO boards was that the cards will be available by... Okay, so I feel like Espeon-EX will be pretty important here. Now, would I be good to use Tapu Lele for Fan Club to set up 2 more Alakazams? I think that would be a good idea. I should have checked to see if it was in there, but it is. So, since we don't need that much energy in play, actually, do I go for 2 Alakazams or do I go for a Koko? No, I think I should go for the Alakazam route. We do see that 2 Spirit Links are priced and 1 Mega Alakazam is priced. Okay, so definitely that makes me change my mind here. The 30 damage on the Shaman could potentially be important later on. So I'm just gonna side him here. Not sure what my opponent might have in his hand. He needs Rare Candy, VikaBulu, and Choice Band, 3 cards of 5 in order to punish this play. He just played a Charger Bug, so 3 out of 4. And yeah, getting damage on the Shaman I feel like is pretty good here. My opponent does Sycamore, so there is a chance he will be able to get the play. But he also needs a way to retreat the Shaman, so it's not for sure. And yeah, I feel like Espeon-EX will be a key player here. I really feel strongly about Espeon-EX. I feel like having so many Spirit Links priced though, that's going to be really harsh on our on our damage output, I think. Okay, however, I do find 1 Spirit Link and I also find the TCG. So I have a choice here. I can either spread with Espeon-GX's GX or I can spread with Flying Flip. And I think taking a knockout here on the Charger Bug is important. So I'm gonna go for that. I don't feel like I need to place the extra damage counter on the Shaman, but placing it on the Grubbin might be very important because it has 70 HP. So there's a knockout, and then let me think. With 3 damage counters, Alakazam deals 100 damage. So I need 4. That's 130. Actually, now I'm gonna place it on Grubbin. Maybe placing it on Tapu Lele was better, but it doesn't feel bad to place it on Grubbin. And we get another Spirit Link off of our prize card, so that's pretty good. That sets us up pretty nicely for the next turn. My opponent does attach the Choice Band and the energy, so now he only needs a way to retreat the Shaman. And he goes for a Charger Bug, not a VikaBulu, so no Rare Candy in my opponent's hand. And he goes for an end, so he shuffles back our Spirit Link, but that's okay because discarding both Lysanders with Sycamore was definitely not ideal. We do see a Field Blower on our Spirit Link, so that obviously hurts, but we do see a pass, so that's pretty good. I think that is actually pretty good, and we can start spreading damage with Tapu Koko here. Losing the Mega Turbo could hurt. I mean, I'm gonna thin out my deck for sure, but if we had the Spirit Link, this would be an incredible turn. Without it, Not a huge fan of the turn, but that's okay. We know we have 2 Spirit Links in the deck, and I can retreat my Espeon into safety, and my opponent will have a hard time justifying. Okay, 2 damage counters on the Shaman, that would be 5, and then 40 more. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I also get to remove. Okay, and I'm gonna place the 2 damage counters on the Bulu. Or the 3 damage counters rather. Should I though? Or maybe I should place them on the Charge-a-Bug. No, let's go Bulu. And then we are going to probably not remove it just yet. I will discard the Psychic here. Alakazam does have 210 HP, so actually I am going to discard the Choice Band, just because I can. And I guess I'll discard the Spirit Link as well. I lose nothing by doing that, and I could potentially need to Float Stone that Mega Alakazam, so I think that's pretty good. And by doing this, it doesn't matter where Shaman is now, it will get knocked out by another Flying Flip. So this is actually a pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. So we're slow and steady wins the race, and I really like the fact that we had to take on a meta deck in VikaBulu for the first match, and against an opponent who was favored against us. So I'd like to think my MMR in PTCGO is decently high, so that's pretty cool to see. Now, okay, so my opponent will go for the Lysander play. Who will he knock out though? Oh, he's trying to buy himself some time with Oranguru, but I am perfectly okay with that, because I have the DCE to retreat. And yeah, my opponent's hand is obviously not great, so I don't want to end him. And the question is, should I Sycamore myself? There's 2 Psychics. Yeah, I'm gonna Sycamore. I get closer to a Spirit Link. If I manage to find Spirit Link Mega Alakazam, that would just be incredible. That would just be absolutely insane, and I could have found the Mega, but I did not find the Spirit Link. This hand is actually not that great, I would say, and I'm tempted to thin out my deck by going for the Mega, but I miss out on damage on the rest of the Pokemon. Well, actually, let's just Flying Flip. That's okay. Okay. So we get another Spirit Link and an Ultra Ball. So if we don't get End here, we're gonna have a pretty cool turn. Pretty good turn, but we do get End naturally. We do have Oranguru, which is nice. There's once again 2 Spirit Links in our deck, and actually we get one. So we finally see the Picavolt, and now here's the thing. Oh, my opponent will take a knockout with a GX attack for sure. For sure, yep, there's a GX attack. So now we have to find a Choice Band. If we find a Choice Band, we can take a knockout with our Espeon. If we don't find a Choice Band, we might actually be in trouble. Ugh. Okay, this is awkward. Is it? What are the odds? I feel like I need to prioritize. Yeah, I need to prioritize this. So I'm gonna attach. I really don't want to bench the Alakazam, but that's okay. I'm gonna attach the Spirit Link to this Alakazam, which is the one that can evolve. I'm going to instruct, and I will find a Lysander and nothing else, or 2 Lysanders and nothing else. So I can take a knockout on Tapu Lele. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do here. I need to knock out this Tapu Lele with Psychic, because it did have damage left over. Now my opponent still needs to find a Choice Band to knock out my Espeon. I do find a Mega Alakazam, so now I have the damage for myself, but I'm missing 10 damage on that VikaBulu. Oh no, never mind. Actually, no, I need a way to retreat. I need a way to retreat. And he removes the Spirit Link once again. I need a Spirit Link now once again. Okay, my opponent is powering up the VikaBulu. He did find the Choice Band. He will discard all of the energy. With a DCE, I could deal damage with Lele. This is tough. If I could find my other Mega Turbo, that would be very nice as well. My deck is full of supporters. My deck is full of useful resources. It's generally full of useful resources. Okay, let's count the energy. My opponent has 4 energy on the benched Tapu Lele. There's 4 grass. Yeah. I can Ultra Ball. See, the thing is, I need my Float Stone. Mega Alakazam has a 1 retreat cost. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. If I find the Mega Turbo somehow. Ugh. No, Mega Turbo accomplishes nothing here. I need way too many cards. Way too many cards. Probably need to end as well. Losing the Spirit Link really hurts us. I am at a loss as to what to do here. I feel like I need to go for the Espeon play. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna search for the Espeon. I also have Rescue Stretcher. So I'm gonna bench the Espeon. I'm gonna attach the energy. I'm gonna use Instruct. And I do hit an N. I do hit an N, but what could I possibly get off the end? No, I need to Mega Evolve here. Okay, so now it comes down to, does my opponent have a Lysander to knock out my Espeon? Does he have... He probably has... Wow, he hasn't played a single Ultra Ball. So he probably has Ultra Ball for Lele for Lysander. Did I see? Okay, there's 1 Lysander and 1 Via Seeker. So the odds of him having it are pretty high, I would say. So yeah, probably not going to win this match. We're gonna have to end, and we're gonna have to hope that my opponent doesn't have any more resources. There's the Ultra Ball. He could also not have a Grass Energy in his hand. Oh, but this guy evolved from... This guy evolved... Oops, from Charjabug. And Charjabug has 90 HP. Yikes. So I still need 10 damage. I still need 10 damage. There's a Lele. We're gonna see a strong charge. Probably going to see Lele for Sycamore, because he might be digging for the grass energy. I don't know if using the ability is correct though, because he just made his deck 1 grass energy thinner. Okay, he Lysanders. The Oranguru, what? And he Horn attacks. Wow. Okay, that was an interesting play. I top deck a Mega Turbo, which is also quite interesting. Now it comes down to, can I draw a way to Lysander and retreat. So I'm gonna Oranguru and I'm just gonna go for the Sycamore. Obviously no way to retreat here. Oh, actually, woo! I won. Okay, no, I didn't win. Is there a Mega Alakazam? No. There's no Mega Alakazam in our deck. I mean, in our discard. Ugh. Darn. Oh boy. Yikes. Okay. So what can I do here? My opponent can power up the Tapu Lele next turn. He has 2 cards in his hand. He already uses the Lysander supporter. Does he have another Lysander? If he Lysanders... Okay, here's what's going to happen. If he Lysanders, he doesn't end. If he ends us, we win. Right? So I'm gonna pass here. If he Lysander knocks out Espeon, we Lysander knock out VikaBulu for the win. If he ends us and he doesn't knock out Oranguru, we have Oranguru. Our deck is relatively thin. Wow, this got really interesting. Okay, so there's a grass. There's a VS Seeker. For N, yeah, for Lysander. So that's game. That is game. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is game. He goes after the Espeon. That's perfectly fine. We can actually now Lysander the VikaBulu. If he had knocked out the Mega Alakazam, we could have gotten it back with Rescue Stretcher, Spirit Linked, placed the damage counters, used the Espeon to devolve, and won that way. So we had a ton of win. We created I believe we created an unbeatable win condition. And yeah, I'm just gonna knock out the, there we go, knock out the VikaBulu. So yeah, pretty good game, pretty interesting deck, I would say. It's not that straightforward. Pricing the two Spirit Links was actually pretty bad for us, but yeah, that was very enjoyable, guys. It's just gonna be one game as we try to go through this dull period, I would say, whilst we wait for Burning Shadows to hit next week. I believe it hits on the 3rd of August, so that's Thursday. So expect a live stream on that Thursday in order to showcase the new cards and the decks and everything. I'm really excited to showcase the new GXs, and yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow for some Machamp EX action. Thank you guys, and bye-bye.